lot of programs tonight. It's exciting. We have more than 175 people here, which is wonderful. We are working on making some new copies of that, so if you would like a new copy of the program, they should be coming out shortly. The only difference is they will be on white paper instead of blue.
So if you're unsure when it's the proper time to applaud, a good rule of thumb is to wait until the conductor turns around. Oftentimes our pieces have unpredictable endings or long pauses before the end. So it's an easy way to be sure it's exactly the end. If you have a child who is crying or needs to exert a bit of energy, you are welcome to take them to the cafeteria and return after they have calmed down. If you need to leave the auditorium, please wait until the group has finished the work and do not re-enter the auditorium until the next piece has finished. Thank you again for your support of our CMA Orchestra program. We hope you enjoyed the concert.
right, now that we've gone ahead and checked our tuning, I figured it was important for us to check our tuning frequently tonight, given the very warm weather. You'll notice that it's probably going to get a few degrees warmer in here, so we'll have a busy night of tuning ahead of us probably, but this is part of string instruments, and we will do the best we can. One thing that was interesting to reflect on, I don't know if most of you remember, but a year ago, we were fully in virtual learning, and we had a virtual play-along. That's right, it was on Microsoft Teams, and it was me playing piano with my cat sitting in my Christmas tree, and everybody else muted, playing along on their out-of-tune instruments at home. It was everything you imagined and more. So I'm really thankful to get this opportunity to be here with you this year. I think we can all agree this easily beats that experience. Our sixth graders had a little bit of time that our seventh and eighth graders didn't, since they were working on a festival piece. And so you'll get to hear them. They have been working on their reading skills, so getting better at reading their note names. They've also been working on refining their intonation and learning different kinds of tempo. The first song they're going to play is Can Can from Orpheus in the Underworld. They'll play it at 3 tempos. So first you'll hear it slowly at an adagio, and then at an andante, and then at an allegro or a faster tempo. After that, you'll hear a fun experiment. We're all about experiments in our orchestra. And one day I told them to play a song. I think it was Mary Had a Little Lamb. And I accidentally started playing the piano part for Hot Cross Buns. And they thought it was wonderful. And we joked about how it would be really funny. Some string orchestra composer was going to write a piece of music that has all these different folk songs shoved into one melody. And so I was bored at lunch, and so we came up with it. So enjoy Susanna Had a Hot Cross Star.
Oops.
graders are moving to a new seat really quick because our 7th graders are coming down and getting ready to join them. As our 7th graders enter the stage, we're going to make sure you stay at a voice level 0 and move to our new seats. I'll introduce the next few pieces that we're going to play. So after this, you're going to hear us tune again, and then you'll hear our combined 6th and 7th grade orchestras playing 2 different pieces. Orchestra, I should not have any talking right now. We've practiced this expectation. All right. We've been working a lot on melodic and rhythmic literacy with our 6th and 7th graders through unison folk songs. That means everybody's playing the same part together. We did decide to go ahead and arrange it so it sounds a little more interesting. So the first piece that we're going to play is French folk song. You'll get to hear, go ahead and come on stage, 7th grade. Make sure that you're still standing, 6th graders, so that the 7th graders can get by you. After we play French folk song, you'll get to hear them play in a round on Frere Jacques. And so our first piece is French folk song, and then we'll play Frere Jacques. I am very thankful for a wonderful accompanist, Miss Calderwood. I will forget to thank her later. She has done a great job of coming up and being like, I can create a piano part to play with you on that. So if we can give her a round of appreciation now for what she's about to play. I am truly much better at violin and viola than I am at piano, so I'm really grateful when people volunteer to play piano with us. All right, we'll tune, and then the next 2 pieces you'll hear will be our folk songs. bells. As you guys know, I love fun facts about pieces. And I learned a new fun fact about jingle bells. It was actually the first piece broadcast from a spaceship or a space shuttle out in space. The astronauts on Gemini 6, Tom Stafford and Wally Schirra, smuggled aboard a miniature harmonica without telling mission control and a pair of jingle bells, and they radioed mission control and said, there's a frequency we're having a hard time figuring out. Could you guys look at it? And it was on December 16th, and they proceeded to play Jingle Bells. And it's a really funny mission log. You can actually read mission controls like, really, guys. So, ours is going to be a little more traditional, so we hope you enjoy Jingle Bells. Going to hear from our 6th and 7th graders is titled Winter Lights. So right now, I would love it if our 8th graders could quietly move to the spot they need to be. Make sure your voice level is 0 as you do this transition. This piece is titled Winter Lights. The composer, Seth Bedford, is a relatively recent composer. He wrote this piece and wanted it to be reflective, whimsical, and wistful in his exploration of winter. So those are 3 things that you don't tend to think about together, but we encourage you to think about reflecting on the whimsical and wistfulness of winter. For those of you who are classical music fans, you'll probably recognize some techniques from Vivaldi's 4 Seasons in this. It's got some very common ideas from the Italian Baroque period. One of the hazards of having 2 different ensembles playing together is it makes it kind of hard, and we could tell that that was going to fall apart in about 8 measures from there. So we're going to try it one more time. You might have heard them yell the word apple. or whisper the word apple. That's what they're thinking to keep their pulse together. Apple, 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 apple. Most of you have been around here a while and will remember the great experiment we used to always do, which was sight reading a piece at the orchestra concert, basically, where we put all the groups together and have them all play together. This year we're not going to do the sight reading. We did actually have 2 rehearsals, and so I think it sounds better than it's ever sounded. You will hear a round at one point, so if you go, it sounds like they're not playing it exactly together, it's supposed to be a round and it's supposed to sound kind of apart for about 8 measures, and then we come back together. We're going to play We Wish You Merry Christmas. Okay, high schoolers, if you guys want to come out, there should be some stands here at the back. And we've got some guest students. I've got some of my students from my high school that I teach at Heights High School. And we also have some alumni who are some students who came back who a lot of them are at Southeast and East High School. So we're excited to have them with us too. again, we did that as a virtual orchestra last year where they all recorded it at home and sent it to me, and I spent about 2 million hours putting it all together into a video. This is much more fun, so we're excited we were able to do that this year. 8th graders, you are beginning to move along the edge. Serenading strings, get ready, you're gonna come on stage. And 6th grade, begin to go ahead and exit our stage in 7th grade. All right, the next group that you're going to hear play is Serenading Strings. Serenading Strings is an after-school group. We meet on Tuesdays. For those of you who are curious, we've only had 3 Tuesday rehearsals since our last orchestra concert, just because of how Thanksgiving has fallen and me having concerts at other schools and other nights and basketball games or tryouts. It's been crazy. So they've been doing a great job putting this music together. They are going to perform 7 concerts tomorrow for nursing homes and assisted living centers and memory care centers and at Whole Foods. If you are interested, if you have someone who would like to see that virtual performance, please email me. It's going to be via Zoom, and if you email me, I can send you that link so you can have them join us at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, or I'm sorry, 9:15 tomorrow morning for our Zoom performance, if that's something you would like to watch. They will also be at Whole Foods about 11 o'clock, so if you are bored on lunch and want to hear some live music, they have 27 minutes of music that they've been preparing. You'll get to hear all the Christmas music you've ever wanted to hear your entire life. I promised them I had some Christmas puns because it is a winter concert. All right, so we got the list. So why is a broken drum the best Christmas present? You just can't beat it. All right, we've got 3 of these for you, and then we will go ahead and play our Serenading Strings music. Why were Santa's elves sad? They have low elf esteem. Why did Santa star in the musical? Because he had great stage presence.
Trà xuống